On a cold day in November, a power line stretches across the monochrome sky. Typically fading into the periphery, today it's populated by dozens of tiny silhouettes, huddled side by side in tight formation, monitoring every movement of the world below. And as conditions shift, they react. One sends an imperceptible signal to another until the entire row lifts in unison. No longer just individuals in proximity, but one unit in harmony with itself. They navigate their dance with precision. And as they settle back into place, their claws return to gripping a single filament of the city's nervous system. Watching them clutch the wire was unsettling, though, because that wire isn't built to be a balance beam. It's a conduit, carrying high-voltage currents indifferent to the creatures perched upon it. They go about their lives, absorbed in their tiny individual movements, unaware that they're clinging to a system whose danger they cannot perceive. One wrong move, one moment of forgetting one's own wingspan, and that energy can be lethal. The very conduit you're trying to connect to may be the one that destroys you. We have conduits running through our own lives just the same. Omnipresent networks threaded through space, dissolving into our everyday lives, and fusing with our nervous systems. And even though this infrastructure is intangible, we clutch to these lines every day. Invisible currents incessantly racing through the world we live in now. Signals, alerts, and messages pulse through the air and are caught by the devices we clutch in the palms of our hands. Our devices are our perches, the vantage points from which we observe the world, and they can destroy us all the same. One wrong move, one wrong text, one rabbit hole too far, one momentary lapse in judgment, and we're sent spiraling through the circuitry of our own minds. We connect to this conduit before knowing what's on the other side. But the currents beneath us carry their own risks. Curated realities shape our perspective of the world. Could be news we want to hear, or news we never wanted to hear. Could be a text we've been waiting for, or one we've been dreading. People we don't speak to anymore flicker in and out of view. Past versions of ourselves appear in memories our phones resurrect. Lives we could have lived tug at us through an infinite scroll. Other jobs, other partners, other cities, other selves. We are co-present with those who are not actually with us, and gravitate towards these lines to see what's changed, who's still here and who's vanished, who might still reach out. We have streams of information we check instinctively, sometimes dreading what might resurface, and sometimes hoping something will. We gather on these lines instinctively, knowing we can't control the current, perpetually at the whim of what's on the other side of the screen. Could these networks be so integrated into our reality that we're not even aware of how they affect us anymore? This is the parallel city we inhabit, the physical ones becoming more like an interface. We're bodies in space, but souls dispersed across power lines. It's how we connect to the world, how we connect to our communities. So we perpetually return like birds to their perches, so accustomed to the conduit that we no longer perceive the conduit itself.